This is not something that Peter Dutton can support. He's a former Defence Minister. He is making some sensible noises, Peter is, albeit tentative, but this unelected outfit should not have access at all to sensitive and potentially classified information. There has to be a line drawn, surely, between corrupt behaviour and the normal business of politics. As I mentioned last week, the former Australian Federal Police Commissioner, Mick Kelty, has rightly argued that such a commission could be politically weaponised to unfairly destroy the careers of high-profile people. And if, as I have said, this commission can start its own investigations without a referral and apparently without the need for any evidence of a criminal offence, then the warning of Mick Kelty is valid. Are we headed for the Berejiklian-like inquisitorial show trial? Or are we serious about serious criminal investigation? But the serious business of criminal investigation must surely remain a matter for the police. The judgment, a matter for a court of law. But Attorney General Dreyfus is saying that this NACC will have a free rein to decide how and on what it spends its $262 million budget. It seems open slather for a get square if it will investigate based on tip-offs from the public. It'll have the power to obtain a warrant to tap the telephone communications, even of the Prime Minister. The power to access emails, search histories, private dinner conversations. And as a splendid editorial in the Australian newspaper argued recently, surveil, quote, intimate discussions of politicians and public servants and their contacts, unquote. It'll be able to search department offices, with the exception of a very limited range of prohibited areas. MPs' offices can be searched with a warrant, as well as the offices of publicly owned media companies like the ABC and SBS. Are we entitled to warn about the consequences of the misuse of these extravagant powers? How can company executives, or indeed anybody, have confidence in dealing with government knowing that they're being spied on? And the valid question must be asked, how can members of Parliament police a body that's primarily designed to investigate them? As the excellent editorial in The Australian says, quote, left unclear is whether journalists can be forced to submit to examination in a Star Chamber environment, denied the right to legal representation and told they can't tell anybody about their dealings with investigators, including partners and employers, unquote. This is Kremlin-like stuff. How can MPs advocate for and represent their constituents, lobby for resources in the members' electorate, which is what they've been elected to do? Do we have public hearings to satisfy the baying mob? Do we have New South Wales ICAC revisited? Now, the government might go on about election promises, but we were never promised any of this stuff. Justice must be done in a court of law. This outfit can't become a law unto itself. I have no confidence at this stage that the opposition are on top of these concerns, but I can assure you I will keep at it.